Good afternoon, my friends. We are here today at Universal Orlando because we do have a huge update for Halloween Horror Nights 2025. We have another massive update in the scare zones around the park. We also have some brand new juicy details regarding to the Mel's Dying Zombies experience and also Club Horror. And lastly, we do have some new insane information regarding to Art the Clown that I think a lot of you guys are gonna wanna hear. So enough talking, let's go ahead, get in there, have a great time, and dive in. Take a look at this, guys. That neon sign is finally here, and the only thing that I don't like is that they don't have that turquoise color that they said they were gonna have. This is definitely red, so we will see if maybe they'll put something over it to make it turquoise. But look at these gargoyle statues. Yo, these are insane. They're actually a lot more massive than you think. Like, this is massive. You see he got the shield on his shoulder. I love it, man. I love these statues. This is so fire. I can't wait to see what the human-sized life gargoyles will look like, because they did say their wingspan is supposed to be huge, so we will see. But man, this is nice. Oh, and I can't forget about the gates. They definitely updated the gates. They put like a sheet cover right here. I don't think that's gonna be permanent. We'll see. Maybe they're gonna build onto it, or maybe they'll keep it like that. We'll see. But I do love this entrance. This is beautiful, man. I can only imagine it with the fog. I love this. Check this out, guys. So they have statues, the carved IP statues at every single relic. There's one down there, one right here, and also one right here. So let's go ahead and analyze which one is which. All right, so we figured all of them out. This one will be Fallout. I think this is the vault. If you can see it right here, and you look at this picture, this looks like one of the vaults for Fallout. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, like you can see it all. It's pretty easy to see, but yeah, that's definitely going to be the Fallout statue. Now, this one was pretty difficult to figure out until I walked to the back. If you walk to the back of this one, you'll see from back here, you see the head and the hat. That looks like Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy, the bear. You see the ears right there, the hat right there, and then the little shape of his head. That is definitely Five Nights at Freddy's statue. And then this one right here was pretty obvious because you could kind of see it. You see the holes in the mask? This will be Jason's Universe's statue right here. It's just the mask of itself. That was probably the easiest one to figure out. But that's pretty cool. And this one is obviously Terrifier when he had the chainsaw and the Christmas scene. I think there's actually a little hole. There is a hole. Somebody made a little hole in there. I can't see anything, but that's definitely going to be Terrifier right there. Which leaves this one for last, which is in the front, right across from the vault. I could not figure this one out, but with me doing all the other four, this has to be the YA6. So with figuring out the four of them, this was pretty easy to finally narrow it down to them. I don't know what's underneath here. Maybe it's their logo, maybe it's a group of them, I don't know. Let me know if you guys know what type of statue this one would be. But I feel like we figured out all 5 statues. Update over here by the extended queue for Transformers. We finally have our bar here, and yes, they are bringing back the Fanta. So it looks like Fanta will be back, guys. Now, I will say, this looks much better than last year. I love this. They put hard work into this. Last year felt cheap, but this looks pretty nice. I like this. Can't wait to see what the rest of the bar looks like, but I think this may be the majority of everything that they'll have here. Check out my guy, Art the Clown. They have finally put him on this food cart right here. That is brand new, and I can't wait to share the information I have with you guys regarding to Art himself, because I think it's gonna blow a lot of your minds, because they haven't done this in a while, is all I'll say. But this is pretty cool to see his face plastered on his food cart. It seems we are missing some barrels, which means they may be somewhere around the park. Actually, I see one way over there. So yeah, they definitely are doing a little bit more in the scare zone, and I love it. So let's check out everything else. And then right here, they have one of the BlizzCon barrels. Now this was not cracked open, so I don't see any like toxic waste on this one, but they did stick that up there. That's new. And so is this old cash register. I think that's what it is, or is a typer, old typer. That is new also. Man, this scare zone's starting to come along. I'm not gonna lie. It's starting to pick up some interest by me on my most anticipated scare zones. I almost missed this, guys. It's on the other side. There is another somewhat dead body right here. How we know that? This is covered for the public eye. I can't wait to see what's underneath this, but that is pretty cool that they finally put something a little gruesome in this scare zone. Now, I have been seeing a lot of people share this, that we may have like the broken down building back projecting on this right here, but I don't think that's what it'll be for. I think this projector right here is actually gonna be for the HHN logo that we always have over there, because remember I stated that I don't think we're coming through this way anymore as a queue. We're gonna go another way. So it makes sense for them not to put the HHN logo on that building anymore and possibly have it right here, which makes a lot of sense on why they are removing this little signage right here. So we'll see. I would love the projector of the broken down building coming back, because that would be awesome, but I don't think they're bringing that back. Check this out, guys. We finally have our toxic waste right here. That is pretty awesome. And there's actually another one way down there. That is pretty cool to see, man. And then we have another update right here also. So it seems they have another BlizzCon barrel right here, and they got something underneath this, some type of gruesome body part possibly. It looks like, honestly, half a body from torso up. That's what it looks like. We'll see once it's uncovered, but this is starting to get some new props here also. Pretty neat. We are in Sahara Traders, guys, and they have added some vines in here, it seems to be. So they are getting this together, and they moved some merchandise on that wall right there. They have some merchandise over here, some little booze. This is nice. They're starting to set this up for the tribute store. Yeah, it's the same old product that we've had before, but it is pretty neat to see that they're putting HHN products in here now. This is nice, man. This is nice. Oh man, look at the new merch, guys. This is what I'm talking about. The merch has been so fire this year, and specifically this Art the Clown shirt is insane. I love the design on this. I'm definitely copying me one of these for sure once she bring my size back. She is bringing more shirts with more sizes. And then they have the Scare Zone shirt right here with all of them in here. These are supposed to appear, I think, in the front of the Scare Zone. So is the gargoyle. I think it's supposed to appear in the front of the Scare Zone. And then we have our cat lady lane, our cat lady crooked lane Scare Zone, the mafia one. And I'm assuming this has to be like a vampire for our masquerade Scare Zone. That's what I'm assuming. Oh yeah, look at the bats. It is. So we have our front Scare Zone right here, and then our other Scare Zones right here. Pretty neat. And then they also have a new Art the Clown shirt. I love this design. I hate the rings. Why did they bring the rings back? If they would have took the rings off, this shirt would be pretty nice. But this is a nice design though. I love it. They also have this Blumhouse shirt. Why are we bringing Blumhouse back? I think Blumhouse has been used one too many times. We needed a break from it this year. But the shirt is nice. I will say the shirt is nice, but we don't need it for this event. Maybe next year. Check out this update right here, guys. So they have added something small, which is the BlizzCon barrel that's right here. They have stuck it on the side of this now. That is pretty cool. I wish they had like some toxic waste coming out of this, since it is kind of, well, I guess the cap is not open, but it is pretty cool to see that they have that barrel stuck to the side of it though. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then we have something gruesome underneath this, because it is covered for a reason. This looks, okay, that's not a head. What is that? That's not a head. It's something green. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something gruesome underneath this since it's covered up. we will find out what it is very soon, 2 weeks until the event. But that is a nice little update. I like that. And then they also moved those barrels out right here, the ones that had holes in them. I don't know what happened to them, but they are gone now, both of them. I think they were gonna shoot fog or water out. They're not on any of these. I don't see them. So I wonder what happened to those barrels that were over here. Looks like we have an update here, guys, at Club Horror. And no, it's not the stage itself. It's this right here. They have added a Club Horror. It seems like they have like a beer tap right here now. I don't know if these are real or not. I feel like those are real. They definitely seem real. If we are gonna have like a real beer tap here, do you think they'll have any like specialty beer beverages that they've possibly made up and renamed? Who knows? I don't know. But I do think it's pretty cool that they've added something in this scare zone, because it's been needing something. Oh wait, this is real. Okay, so this is probably where you're gonna be able to pay right here. So this is actually real. That's good to know. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and go over the huge updates regarding to Art the Clown, Club Horror, and also Mel's Dying Zombies experience. Let's go ahead and start off with Terrifier. So SFX Magazine, which is a very credible news company, they got a quote from Laura Sauls herself stating that Art the Clown will be roaming around the park. And let me just go ahead and read the statement or the quote that she said right here. We're also going to have Art the Clown stalking you everywhere you go into the park, Sauls grins, noting that variations of the killer clown could appear in queues, stores, restaurants, and dark alleys that no one wants to go down. That is insane. The last time we kind of had like a IP character roaming around the park was, if I'm not mistaken, when we had killer clowns here. The clown was at the queue, it was at the Monster Cafe for the fan experience, but it wasn't roaming around to the extent of Art the Clown stalking you all around the park. That seems pretty cool, and I'm very excited about that. So if you guys are a big fan of Terrifier or Art the Clown himself, you'll be able to see him all around the entire park and not just inside the house. So you may be able to catch some really nice photos with him also. Then we also got some news on Club Horror and also the Mel's Dying Zombies experience. And this is what Laura Sauls had to say about that. They'll be including additional street entertainment, including zombie car hops at a diner. 2 will be on roller skates, enhanced fog, scenic and lighting effects, roaming chainsaw hordes and characters where people may not expect them, or a party zone called Club Horror with a DJ and dancers and full macabre makeup. I am so excited about the Mel's Dying Zombies. So it is going to be like a roaming chainsaw horde, like I thought. I said it was going to be that, so I'm glad that they confirmed that. It's not going to be like a show, but they are going to have like some 2 car hops and some zombie car hops, and they're gonna have people in roller skates. That's gonna be so cool, man. They may roam inside Mel's also. You're gonna see them outside of Mel's. So I think that whole area is gonna be full of the Mel's Dying experience, and I think it's gonna be like an all-night thing. I don't think it's gonna be them coming like every hour or so. I think it's just gonna be an all-night thing, and that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice, man. I'm so excited about that, and I'm glad they're bringing that experience here, because Mel's Dying definitely deserves to be in the event itself. Now, as far as Club Horror goes, it's what I thought it was gonna be. We're gonna have our DJ, and then we're gonna have a bunch of like people in makeup. They said it's gonna be a macabre makeup, so it's gonna be like a death type of makeup that they're gonna have, something specificated to death. So it may be horrifying, who knows, but I am very interested to see how they will look and how the actors will be in that scare zone. Will they be scary, or will it be more like fun, like childish, or like not childish, but more friend family? So we'll see. I'm very interested about the Club Horror Zone. I don't have the highest hopes for it, but I am interested, to say the least.
I almost forgot about the Five Nights at Freddy's update on how we're going to have an additional experience. It is confirmed, but Laura Sauls stated that fans are also going to be able to eat at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria for real, with plans to transform an established restaurant for the duration of the event. Now, I remember talking to you guys about this, and I told you I was told that Louis was going to be changed into like something for Five Nights at Freddy's. The only pizzeria spot that I think will fit perfect for this will be Louis. I don't see Richter's being one. I don't see Mel's Dying being. Think we're having experience there. So I do think it is going to be at Louis still, and that's exactly what my source told me. So it's pretty cool that they are bringing that experience here, and I am excited about this.
So this is what I want to talk to you guys about. I was told Five Nights at Freddy's will be actual experience in Louis. That's what I was told. Take it with a grain of salt, but I can definitely see that happening. That was actually one of the two things that I said where we could have an extra experience at in my last video. But hey, what you guys think about that? And then they do have Camp Crystal Lake right here. So this is confirmed to be the Jason food cart, which is pretty fire. Someone did tell me this was gonna be Camp Crystal Lake. I thought it was gonna be Catching the Chains, but it's all right. I'm glad we have our Jason food cart officially here. I do wonder if they're gonna have like a machete pretzel with like blood cheese in it. Oh, that would be fire. That would be fire. I don't know. There's so much they can do with this, or like a s'more. But I am happy to see that we have Camp Crystal Lake right here. The bridge is coming along great, guys. I swear, every time I come here now, there's a huge update regarding to it. This will probably be done by next week. Seriously, it will be done before the event though. But it's coming along great. Thank you. Check this out, guys. They are testing out Hatchet and Chains at the moment, and it lights up inside that queue right there. That is pretty cool to see that lit up. So that's the facade, and we're gonna walk into that, and it seems like the entire inside of that facade is pretty lit up, or the outside portion of it. But that is pretty neat to catch, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Wow. That was pretty insane to see that Hatchet and Chains facade lit up. That was pretty cool, man. I love staying late, because when you stay late at the park, you capture the most coolest things here. So I love it. And I'm so happy to see that Art the Clown will be roaming around here. So we're not gonna have our clowns back here in Simpsons, but we should have Art the Clown possibly walking around here. We will see. He's gonna be walking around the entire park. Maybe we'll catch him in Simpsons where there's nothing here. It would be awesome to see him here. That's gonna be cool, man. I'm so excited. What do you guys think about that? I think that's gonna be pretty cool. They have also updated the food carts over here by Animal Actors. They've added some supplies over here. They have a stove or a grill over there, some sinks. Pretty cool. They are adding a lot of appliances here, and it's coming along great. Can't wait to see what type of food they have on these menus. There is no way, guys. They have finally updated the bar here in Battery Park. Thank you, HHN. This is a lot of updates today. I am so excited to see all this. No menu yet, but it will be here soon. But yeah, they have everything here. They got all the appliances that they need. Well, not all of them, but they got some appliances here. Pretty neat. And I just love how they have the vines everywhere. I love it, and it looks so real. I love it, man. They did a great job with the vines and everything they have here. So good to see that they finally got this bar up. Let's check out the backside to see if there's anything actually. Yeah, same thing on the backside. Nothing new, nothing crazy, but still pretty neat. We also have an update at Cafe La Bamba. The music was playing so loud, so I just recorded it, but here it is right here. They got some appliances, well, not appliances, but they definitely put up like the shelf. So we will be having a food cart back in that area officially. So excited to see that. And this event is coming along great, man. A lot of updates are coming, and it's really been awesome. So nothing really new in the Masquerade Scare Zone or the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane Scare Zone, so that's why I didn't show you guys it. But that's all I have for you today. What an update. What an update. It is gonna be one heck of a year for HHN. I'm excited, man. How are you guys feeling about the event? And how are you guys feeling about Art the Clown roaming around the entire park? That's gonna be insane. I'm so excited. I don't know what else to say, man. This event is living up to be one of the best ones they've had in a while. But if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead, smash that like button, share, turn notifications on, and most importantly, subscribe. And you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.